Alright, there we go, guys. So, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We're trying to finish Act 3 today. Huge barbarian changes. Huge barbarian. I say huge, but I'm not at endgame, so I don't have a lot of the endgame content like the Chieftain's Grasp or the Dire Whirlwind legendary aspect. But I'm trying out Flay today. I've not actually tried this. Probably I'm gonna be, missing that healing from lunging strike, which is probably why I think a lot of people are going that. Um, so not being able to lunge might be a bit odd. I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't like it. I forgot I had to reassign that skill. Could have been bad. Could have been bad, but it's all right. Not a ton of enemies. I do kind of wish that there was like a build I could go where I could go the whirlwind build and go in axe, because I think the axes look better than the swords in my opinion. She tried to warn me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was helpful. Thanks, Mr. Villager guy. Alright, we probably have to go to the one area we haven't gone to yet, which is all the way down there, I would assume. Ah, okay, so a new area was unlocked up top and I just didn't see it. Whoopsie. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying "Rip Whirlwind," but honestly, um, it's still a good build. I think maybe Unbridled Rage isn't as good. There's just, like, I tried to dodge it, but there's just no way to dodge that for some, like... And then I say that, and then I instantly dodge it right after. But. Ah, so there were like multiple ways to get in, I see. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. So probably you get the key if you beat the warden or whatever that's here. Gotta be some way to blow that up. Hello, John. What are you up to? Ah, okay. Yep. I do kind of want to go see what's in those other cells before I leave. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured you're probably doing a little bit of warhammering, a little bit of model painting and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if they nerfed the Necromancer at all, but I saw the Blood Golem got a buff, so. I didn't really look at any of the other classes, because I'm not even really disappointed about the Barbarian nerfs, because it's a lot of late game stuff that I don't even have yet, so. Here we go. Let's, I really don't know what to level up at this point, actually. I'll probably max this out so I'll have a fully maxed ultimate ability. Plus, the extra Fury generation will be nice. I thought there might be like a boss we'd have to fight in there, but open the way. So it's kind of funny, I mentioned that I recognized Laura's voice actor, and when I looked it up, he was a character on Peaky Blinders. And that's where I'd seen him. And funny enough, I went and I started watching Peaky Blinders again, and I think it's right at the beginning of season 3. And lo and behold, that first episode I watched, Laura's character is like the first dude that pops up. Our only hope is Elias is an idiot. Well, this will be a fun little bit. It's the last bit of Act 3. Level 37. I mean, I'm probably a little bit behind because I haven't really been going dungeon crawling yet. Which I probably will after Act 3 because I think there's I believe there's 5 acts in the whole game, so. God damn it, dude. This fucking gnat that keeps flying around is bugging the absolute shit out of me. I literally don't know where they're coming from. Like, holy fuck, man. Get the fuck out of my goddamn room. I'm about to fucking get a goddamn fucking bug bomb and set that bitch off in here. I can't stand these goddamn things, man. I literally have no fucking clue where they're coming from. The only thing I can think is they're coming from my AC. That's about it. Now the other thing is they could be fleas, because we do have a lot of fucking stray cats around the neighborhood. Well, we used to have a lot. They've kind of just disappeared. I think there's only like 2 left now. But I don't think it's that. But, I mean, it could be, though. I don't think it is, though. But what was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Blacksmith all my stuff. I'm gonna go take a look at the occult vendor, or the oddities vendor, and then I'll see how much I have. I've done a couple of those world events, so I don't know how to get the really nice gems. Like, I don't know if there's, like, I need 3 of the better gems to, we'll also go hit the apothecary so we can take a look at what kind of potions we can make. Like, I don't know how to get the really good emeralds. Because I thought maybe if you had like 3 chipped emeralds, you could make it into like the higher tiered one, potentially. So I guess from 16 hours ago, Diablo 4 update will nerf high survivability builds. Blizzard looking into multiplayer issues. There's probably a problem with PvP, and that's gonna be how they balance the game, and I'm not gonna like it. So they buffed necromancers, it looks like, but nerfed everything else, which maybe makes sense. I guess Druid was really strong late game from what I heard. So let me go take a look. I need one more crude emerald to make a chipped emerald, and then I should have enough chipped emeralds to be able to make one of the, I guess, I don't know, perfect emerald. I don't know what it's gonna wind up being, but let's go over to the fucking potions master, the alchemist. I didn't do this. Well. Yeah, that I'll be honest, that probably would have helped if I would have done that, but I completely forgot about this, so. Somebody recommended one of these, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But I guess I could make both, but they will require yellow wine, so or gallow vine. I haven't really farmed any materials, so. We'll make 3 of these just because they all give 5% experience boost, so I'm just going to go ahead and make whatever I can make the most of, because I don't really... Missed equipment? What is this? You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. I don't know where this stuff came from. Um, it's just going to suck losing those ranks of Whirlwind, honestly. The other buffs are going to be worth it, though, I think. Let's go. Yeah, okay, so now I'm going to de-socket those gems from my weapons, and then, no way I just did all that and it doesn't do anything. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, something just came in the mail for me. I'm really excited about it. Finally, it showed up. Which is kind of hilarious. It's a card, and I've chosen to play a different deck. So, well, just throw that bitch on the ground. Who gives a shit? All right, time to see if the card I paid for is fucked up. You know, the sad thing is it's probably not even going to be worth me having this because I wouldn't say I've chose not to play the deck, but I've here it is. it's fucked up, but the card is here. So the portion that's fucked up, it says don't fold, so it looks like that didn't happen. So, I mean, it looks like that happened. It was not folded. So, I'm just hoping they put it in a decent, okay, it's in a decent little case. A decent little, hard cardboard. Kind of like what you would get out of the vending machines from back in the day, the like tattoos and shit. Is it fucked up? Oh, it's taped up. Oh, okay, so I think it should be fine. I really appreciate that he put so much care and effort into taping this up, because the fucking post office, to be fair, it got missent, and it didn't get originally sent to my house. It got sent to somewhere else, and so technically it was here for 10 days, but I didn't have access to go get it. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. It looks pretty good, honestly. It's got a inner sleeve on it. I didn't really want to touch it with my Frito hands, but yeah, here it is. Looks pretty cool, honestly. It's an ultimate rare copy of Bestial Lubellion. Oh, that'll go into. It's got a really nice foil on it. That'll go. All the way back here. I'll go great with the deck I'm putting together. Let's see which to take from it. Take the Dark World Dealing sleeve. For it to go along with my other copy of Bestial Lubellion. So, yeah. Pretty nice. The card art looks fantastic, of course. I think the Bestial monsters look really good. You can't really see the like full card foil unless you take it out of the sleeve. But that's their version of Ultimate Rares. And you can tell it's an Ultimate because it's got the silver thing, which all the Ultimate Rares have. I think all of them do. I don't know about what they used to look like when they were in booster boxes instead of pulling them from OTS packs, at least in the US. But I have another deck that I've been playing now instead. But yeah. Appreciate them getting this to me. It only took it like fucking way too long. Over a month. But to be fair, it got missent. And I didn't have the opportunity to go pick it up from my local post office until after it already had after it already had been 10 days and had been sent back. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know it's finally here. But I wouldn't say I don't want to play the deck, but I have another deck that I'm a little bit more excited to play than that one. So yeah. Also seen the dinosaurs. Dinos have a new deck. I guess they got some new support in a new set that's come out. I don't know much about it, but it's the return of the main deck strategies. It seems like. Okay, so maybe I was wrong, and those were the best gems that I could put in my weapons. Okay, so how do you get the better gems? Yeah, okay, so it's flawless. Not perfect. I was close with that, so. Oh my god, it unlocks at level 60? Oh my goodness. I just spent like 12. I just spent almost 15k to unsocket my stuff. Interesting, somebody said Flandres is a $500 deck. There's just no way. Even if you had 2 copies of Thrust, there's no way you're spending $500 on Flandres. There's just no way. Even if all you had in your side deck was evenly matched, there's literally no way Flandres is a $500 deck. M-Pen is like a $10 card. It's probably even cheaper since I think it got it has 2 printings. So let me look up how to unlock Flawless. So it looks like it's so level 40 I'll unlock the next tier. Wow, so I literally unsocketed those for, I don't want to say no reason, but yeah. That's kind of unfortunate, but hey, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Can I sell stuff to the armor vendor? Or is that like where I sell my armors and stuff? I would imagine yes, but I can't be sure. Not be too sure. I'll at least make some of that money back from desocking those. So it looks like level 40 you get normal, and then I think 60 you unlock the 60 it seems is when you unlock the flawless, so that kind of makes a little bit of sense. You would unlock those later in the game. I didn't even know there was another tier, so I imagine normal must be like 10% or something. So
that? Oh, Malone.
You know, I think it could be.
Oh
Dude, I just spent 15k to unsocket my gems for my weapons, thinking that because I had 3 chipped, I could now make the next tier. Come to find out, you unlock normal at level 40 and flawless at 60. Yep. Disappointing. Well, the nice... Yeah, facts. It is, honestly. The good news is that I went to my... I saw I had a notification near my stash, and I went over to it, and apparently I had missed some gear or something, and there were just 2 legendary items sitting in my chest. I was like, oh, hey, I'll take them. I don't know where they came from, or... yeah. It's some bone weave stuff, so... But yeah, because I was... So far, I think I have my, stuff geared out the way it should be. I've got skulls on the amulets for extra armor. I've got emeralds in my weapons. I've got sapphires in my armor to give me extra fortification protection. That's really it. Yeah.
I finally got a good. I've gone between 2 different setups now with like my bone spear, and I got another item recently for sever. So I've been using that a little bit. So
Nice.
I kind of like it. It works a little bit different. So instead of having like penetration, I can like hit a group of enemies and do a bunch of damage and do damage like around me in case I'm surrounded.
I've been working on getting my renown up. I also realized that I had forgotten about the apothecary completely, and so I had like 3 tiers of potion upgrades to get. And I was like, that explains why I've been doing no fucking healing with my potions.
Like 10 health, you're just like, guess I'm still gonna die.
Facts.
I actually been able to limit my deaths here lately. Finally, like, not such a movie.
I honestly haven't been dying a whole lot recently. Let me go and turn the game down real quick. Yeah, I really haven't been dying a whole lot, honestly. But to be fair, the barbarian build was a little bit busted, but I think what really sucks is a lot of the shit that they nerfed was very expensive. So like one of them was a legendary aspect, which you have to randomly get off of fucking weapons. So it's like, hey, did you spend 100,000 on this legendary aspect that just got absolutely fucking gutted? Sorry, we're sorry.
I mean, yeah, it happens. I got the band hammer. It'd be like that.
To be fair, though, honestly, I don't know why they had some of the numbers that they did on these abilities. Like 50 to 70%. That's a lot. It should have been 25 to 50%, or something like that, or 20 to 50%. But they had it potentially up to 70% on. It's the dire whirlwind one that I think like explodes or something and does damage after whirlwind ends. Dude, that shit was fucking had to be broken in game. I honestly want to see what the barbarian looked like in game before the nerfs. That shit must have been nasty.
The streamer I told you I'd watched before, he was level 84 this morning when I hopped on playing a little bit. I just wanted to see where he was at on it, so I saw he was in the race for it. So he's honestly probably there by now, or at least like on the cusp, I would assume. So we'll probably know by tonight who those first 1,000 are.
Yeah, or the first like at least like 10. Because as far as I know, I only heard about people that were in like the top 10. But yeah, you pretty much had to like not die on your character. 4 hours into your fucking playthrough. But I think if I knew what I knew now, I might have had an easier time in the beginning. But I've had some unfortunate accidental deaths where I just got blown up, and I'm like, holy fuck. like getting stunned by a guy who's using like a heavy overhead swing or something, like one of those big dudes that just fucking stuns you,
Oh yeah.
and then just getting absolutely mollywopped.
I thought I was doing the top lacking earlier. I just basically got like stunned by something, and then luckily I got like stunned and surrounded by a bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh well, I'm done for. And then something from across the map did like a reach attack and like grabbed me and pulled me over by it, like out of everything, and I was like, yes. I was almost dead, but I was able to heal before like it could do anything to me.
Nice. Yeah, they lowered the. I think I saw it yesterday, but I just didn't realize that the nerfs that they had nerfed stuff. They nerfed what was it, rallying cry, I think. Yeah, I think it's rallying. Whichever one. No, challenging shout. The one that gives you
Give you something goofy.
no, maybe it was war cry. It's whichever one like gives you protections or something. And maybe it was rallying cry, and I'm just stupid.
We can't necessarily rule that out.
I don't know. I've looked at some of these other other builds. I just don't see how any other build is viable other than Whirlwind. Like, you pretty much have to go lunging strike because it's the only basic skill that heals you. None of the others have heals. So like, I don't know why you would go anything but lunging strike, and it's a movement ability sort of. Maybe the only thing that like I could see picking differently is like your core skill maybe.
It really depends on what some of the buffs you can get from the legendary aspects are. That's really what it comes down to. Because like if you can get a combination of like 3 aspects together, you know, you can make 2 abilities that don't seem like much start to hit like super heavy.
But it's just the way that they did the class. Like you could try to go a bleed build by going like Flay and Rend and a couple of the other like toughest nails, things like that. But I just look at all the abilities. I'm just like, I don't know how you would go anything other than Whirlwind. Because like you pretty much need all 3 shouts. You pretty much need them for Fury generation.
See, like me, I'm having my skeleton minions and my golem takes up 2 spell slots, so I really only run 4 spells. So that's kind of like I'm like hyper focused on those spells. I'm starting to finally get like more things that are enhancing that. So
Yeah.
it's finally I'm finally starting to hit like a small like damage spike. Like even in tier 2, I'm not like having much of a hard time killing things.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be honest. Even still now, with Unbridled Rage, which boosts my core abilities, it caused them to do 135% damage, but they require 100% more Fury. I'm absolutely just demolishing everything still. But I haven't got to. I'm only level 37, and I'm only on Act 3, so I haven't got to Act 4, and I haven't done any like the real I would say really tough content yet.
I mean, I would describe very few things, at least in Diablo, to be like extremely tough. A lot of it.
The capstone dungeon.
Like, you gotta be patient because a lot of times you can just run around and kill stuff, and then sometimes you just have to be a little patient, like on with a boss or something like that. If you're just not, you'll just beat your thing against the wall, which I've done. And then I'm like, all right, John, just use your abilities. Don't spam everything all at once. Just use your abilities and take them out. Be nice.
I just run around, wait for my fucking shouts to be up, pop shouts, and run back in.
You say you're going to start fertilizing around that point?
Plus, also having an extra potion slot is really nice.
Are you up to 6 now?
Yeah, I've got 6 now.
I feel like you've done a little more exploring than I have.
I actually spent a lot of last night just running around. I was like, all right, I'm pretty close to. Oh shit! I'm pretty close to getting the potion slot with, the dry steep, so I was like, I'm just gonna go around and purposely just run around and unlock stuff. Like that's all I did really, and then did a little bit more of Act 3.
Got all the way up to level 32.
Yep.
Oh, 36. We got 37 today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Have you keeping track of your progress? I always have to stay just slightly ahead. Because I know you'll have the nighttime to pass me.
Facts. Oops.
Honestly, I would be surprised if by tomorrow morning you weren't at least level like 42. Although you can start to see like how slow the level progression is starting to get.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. After this, once I'm done with tier 3, or not tier 3, once I'm done with Act 3, I'm probably gonna go get the Dire Whirlwind aspect codex. I don't know what, because there's like they call, are they just, is there a difference between aspects and codexes? Because or
Yes,
the codex
so,
of power
okay,
is just
so-
there because they call them aspects in the codex, and then
So
there's
codex-
legendary aspects.
The Codex of Power are the ones you get from the dungeons that are reusable. You can use them as many times as you want. The legendary aspects are something you take off an item that had it inherently.
It's just weird they
that
call
you
them
can
both
reuse.
aspects. I called them something else. I called them like I called them like legendary. I can't remember what I called them, but I don't know. It's just weird that they called two different things that are the same thing, both aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, like
they should have called these codexes and the things on the weapons aspects. Oh, this is a legendary aspect, or oh, I've got the Dire Whirlwind Codex. I don't know. I think it's a little weird, but I guess it's not a big deal, honestly. But
yeah, it just makes it a little confusing because I also did that earlier. I tried to take one of the codexes of power off of something to reuse it, and I realized you can just reuse the codex of power. So
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about it. So I could then just break that item and get the legendary crafting piece that I needed to make another thing.
yeah, like those are reusable for sure.
So like
Do
yeah,
know
if
that.
you ever have something you put a codex on and then you're just like, oh, well, I've got something better now I can use, then you can just break that item down and use it for for its like legendary crafting material, because it should spawn you one when you break it down.
See, I want these sinister traps because it gives me 2 extra ranks of whirlwind, but I don't know how to get that off of those gloves, or if that's even possible.
And to be honest with you, I don't know how the different buffs break down. I don't know if the buffs, like the legendary item buffs that like spawn uniquely, are unique to the items or unique to the item set. Like if you can get a pair of boots and a pair of gloves that could both have the same legendary item. Because in 3, I don't think it was like that. I think every legendary item was kind of like semi-unique, like it was kind of its own thing.
Yeah. Well, these are both from the same set, both from the Bone Weave set. So I'm probably gonna keep all of my legendary items and just break down all the rares and stuff. But like, it just kind of sucks because like I've had these pants for a while, but the reason I didn't want to get rid of the pants is because they give me 2 ranks of Warcry, which I'm like, hey, that's fantastic. Or like these gloves give me 2 ranks of Whirlwind, but the legendary ones do give me better like other stats. But it's like, man, those 2 ranks of Whirlwind would be nice. It gives me like it takes me from 428 to 480.
You're starting to get to the point now where you could probably take a point or two out of something else random and stick it into that to replace it if it would give you a good damage boost.
Well, no, I mean I've already maxed Whirlwind, but like it takes it from a 5 to a 7, so it goes from 420 to 480 damage wise.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like since you have those 2 points in there, if you took the item away, you'd be back down to 3. So then you could take 2 points from something else because you're powerful enough now. You could probably like something you're not using like a much from that buff, or not using an ability that much, take 2 points off of that and replace it, and still be in a pretty good spot. And with the damage boost from the new weapon that you would use, have like a good enough, it would be a good enough trade-off to be worth it.
Well, no, I mean I've already maxed Whirlwind out, so it just over gives me 2 levels above what the max level is.
Does it give you above? I didn't
Yeah,
think
it does.
give you above.
It has me at level 7, so at max right now it's doing 428. So right now it's at 428 because I looked at it. It's at 428, and then if I put the gloves on it, it gives me level 7, so it gives me 480 instead of 428.
Okay, hell yeah. That's
actually
really good to know.
That's why I was saying, like, I was like, damn, I want that ability on these legendary gloves, but I don't know if that's possible.
I was under the impression that it was capped at 5, so I thought the extra levels were for nothing. So that is good to know that they actually do make a difference.
I thought the same thing until I looked, and I was like, oh, it does not. I just didn't realize. I thought it was capped at 5 because I hadn't fully maxed out Whirlwind yet, and I was like, oh shit, no wonder I have not been doing nearly as much damage. Search for the information on Elias. Okay, maybe it's here.
Even Elias is a bastard. Oh my god, actual bastard.
I almost kind of want to go Berserker's Rage over Call of the Ancients, but Call of the Ancients is pretty good because I need the extra damage right now. Have you beaten Act 3 already?
I am currently on Act 5. Although Act 4 did not really seem like it was that long.
Oh shit! I was gonna say, damn, you've been.
Act 4 did not seem like much. It was a lot of like cutscenes more than anything. That's really what made it like the length that it felt.
I think probably I probably would have beaten Act 4 last night if I wasn't trying to like get my buffs and stuff, like upgrade my
well, if you have access
regen
to it,
progress.
They were definitely going to worth going to pick up for sure.
And then I went and I did a few dungeons to grab some aspects.
The aspects are the right ones are really good, dude. They're just nice to have.
Although to be fair, technically, none of these I think are used. Ah, we have to go back to the Horadric Vault, do we? The purple one this time, I assume.
Yes.
I wondered about the purple one when I was there. I was like, huh.
Yeah, Act 4 is, I think, you just basically getting your horse and like.
I don't even know where to get the horse. I don't have it yet.
You're about to get it soon.
For Elias's ritual, interesting. Maybe it's in the middle, or maybe it's this over here.
I have a couple quests from getting the horse, because basically, like you're like leaving a quest. And he's like, "Hey, bro, did nobody give you his horse?" Of course not. Have one of mine.
And then I'll be like, "Sweet, now I can have my ghost pony."
Then you go to Act 5, essentially.
It's actually funny. Loras, voice actor, he plays a character on Peaky Blinders, and I finished the 100 last night. So I decided, I was like, oh well, I'll go keep watching Peaky Blinders because I had stopped around season 3. First episode that pops up is the episode that has Loras' character in it, and I said, holy shit.
The timing is crucial, mate.
I was like, it's him. He's the guy.
He was number one.
But actually, well, good for you, actually, because the Necromancer's got a buff. So.
A little bit.
Blood Golem does more damage.
It got a little scary.
You're telling me when I run out of fury in 2 seconds.
He's a little hairy at some point. He's a little hairy, scary. Little hairy Larry.
Okay, so now that I have... I wonder if this is leading me to where the aspect is that I want.
Although I will say the plot's getting kind of interesting now, but
Yeah, I'll be honest.
it's still a video game plot, so
Yeah, I'll be
take it
honest.
for
I'm
what
kind of.
you will. There's one cutscene, bro. I watched him stab the dude in the neck, and I was like, bro, what is going on? He should have seen that coming. What, like, the way you just snuck up there, and nobody was like, hey, bro, he doesn't look like the rest of us scary-looking cultists. We should do something about that.
I'm just sick we haven't got to fight Lilith yet so far, like at least once.
Well, Poe, budget. I don't know.
Okay, it's taking me this way then. I've done a couple of the Legion world events. They're kind of cool. I accidentally went into the PvP area.
Oh, got your fucking shit kicked in, didn't you?
Nah, I luckily didn't run into anybody. I was like, oh Jesus. I mean, I've gone like a decent build, so I don't think I'd be too worried about getting my ass kicked by somebody in.
I mean, I just don't know
PvP.
how different it would, like how different PvP would operate than like just PvE. You know, it's like this person's gonna react. And they're not gonna sit there in ability.
Facts.
So like, if you're like somebody that just relies on a bunch of like small AOE's or something like that, I feel like you're gonna be like, you might be just not having a great time. I could be wrong. That just might be the way to do PvP. I don't know. I've never thought about it. Codex. Wow. I'm actually getting a lot of things synchronized, like it's really going together.
And then I also found out that like completing those cellars and dungeons also give you renown and stuff like that. So I think as far as like fractured peaks and dry steeps, I'm missing 2 waypoints for both of them, but I've completed. I'm missing only 1 stronghold from each of them. And I've done pretty much none of the side dungeons in them. I've only done 3 so far, so I'll have a bunch of those to do, which will be nice, I guess. I'm actually going to do one right now so I can get that whirlwind aspect.
Part of me wanted to like leave the dungeons for other classes, like for now, just because like it'll give me something to do like when I do play another class. Like it'll give me like a goal to achieve instead of just like following the plot again.
Yeah, facts. That's what you're saying.
But I've done a few here and there just because they were close.
I'm just doing the ones that I need for my class and then leaving... Essentially, I'm just doing the ones I need for my class and leaving the other ones for the other classes, really. Because you can mark them on your... You can go to the Codex of Power, mark them on your map, and it'll tell you which ones you need to go to for those codexes and stuff. But I am also following a build and not doing it like freehand, so there's that as well. Where you're probably just more like free building your stuff, not really following a specific guide.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely probably don't have any kind of anything close to a top tier build, but I feel like I do have like some kind of synergy going now. 'Cause, like a lot of my legendary items buff the skill. Like I said, I only run 4 skills. And the only one that I don't really get a buff on is corpse explosion. But by God, I'm not gonna not run corpse explosion because that is just so dandy useful. It's just nice to have. So I could probably be doing more damage or doing something more optimal for sure. I kind of enjoy what I'm doing. You know, I like it. So as long as I'm not like, if I start to struggle to do damage, I'll definitely look something up because I don't want to not kill stuff.
Yeah.
I just haven't hit that brick wall yet.
Yeah, I definitely think I'll be more into the story once I get to like Act 4 and 5 for sure. Not that I'm not into it right now, but I'm just more of like I'm in that process of like building my character and shit. So
Well, like you just everything starts. They actually finally start doing something. We're not just like running from town to town. Like we're actually getting cutscenes, like seeing stuff, and not just running around like a track star.
I definitely would be interested in like helping people do the capstone dungeon once I get to that point in the game. I think that would be pretty fun, helping people run through that. That's why I kind of was trying to see how far I could get today. You know, I know I'm kind of hitting that like area where you know I'm starting to see the how quickly I level up. Not I'm not leveling up as quickly, but
Plateau.
yeah. Aha, here it is. Fucking shamans, man. But honestly, it's funny because it seems like all the classes that were like in the top tier for like the hardcore run were all the classes that got nerfs. Rogue, druid,
It makes sense.
barbarian. Oh god.
Because those were the people that figured out how to abuse those skills to the
Yeah.
max.
But honestly, I mean, when you look at the barbarian stats and you look at and you play with this build, the whirlwind build, and then you look at other builds, you're just like they just cannot compete with whirlwind. Like maybe in a group, in like a group setting, there's other builds that are probably that might be better, but but they're only better in a group build, in a group instance, like having leap, like going a leap build, or like a bash stun build with a bludgeon weapon. That might be better in a group setting, but but whirlwind is just as good, and it's also good solo. So, where those other builds are not good solo. Maybe if you went full into like flay and the bleed stuff, because there's a full like you could go everything bleed every tier. But I just can't see like. I don't know. I can't see a world where you would be picking anything other than Whirlwind anyway.
I mean, flavor, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something else to do, I guess.
I think if I did, I might just pick a different class if I really wanted that. I suppose. Druid does look fun, and that'd probably be the next. If I do another character, that'd be what I pick.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's about to get spicy. Stun it. Bite it. Big damage.
But I like that everything kind of that stuff scales with you though. Because honestly, I probably had an easier time in the story because I've been a lower level than probably what most people were. I imagine that, you know, each act should represent what level you are. So like Act 3, you're in the 30s. Act 4, you're in your 40s. Act 5 should be in, like near your 50s, potentially.
No, that dude finishing the campaign at level 43 sounds about right, because that's probably about what I'll be when I finish.
And then it's all about going to do those dungeons and nightmare dungeons and shit like that. I don't know if Nightmare is just a level of dungeon or if there's actual dungeons called Nightmare dungeons, but
Not quite sure, but figure it out.
the nice thing is I've been getting a lot of tons of legendary shit, so or not legendary but rare stuff. So I've got a ton of those like rare gems because I haven't been maxing out any of my weapons. So those what are the verified crystals or
The veiled crystals.
veiled crystals? Yeah, I've got a ton of those. I think that's where I'm supposed to go, so I'm gonna go the other way and see what else is in there. What else is in the dungeon? Plus, also these ghoul armor pants I have give me +6 life regeneration when not damaged recently. So it's like it's hard for me to want to give those up when the buffs that those give me are like so nice compared to like better shit that I found. Like better item level and better armor. I'm just like, but like, I don't know. It feels like the random stats they throw in there are just so fucking random. I'm like, why do you ever? Well, I was like, why do you need these? I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't know. I just gotta give everything a little bit of something.
I guess if the druid also goes more of like the heavy armor, it could also be that as well. Oh shit. I'll run away so he bleeds to death. It's actually funny because a lot of the systems that they use in Diablo, like the little spinning things on the ground, a lot of that stuff they have in Heroes of the Storm. So like I kind of know how to like how some of that stuff works just from playing a completely different game.
It'd be like that though. Dude, now my basic skill does is it 24, 65, 70% more damage because of my weapon and 2 topaz. Basic, yeah, so those damage. Oh my god, that's cool ass.
I have not upgraded my basic ability at all. I just took 1 tier and that's it. But that's what I've seen like most of the builds go. Most of them don't go Bleed's also pretty nutty because I can just bleed them and I'll just run around the arena waiting for them to die. It's like, oh, you're just gonna bleed to death? No point in me going in range where I could potentially die. I'll just wait for you to die. It could also be why a lot more people are going for the Bleed Whirlwind build.
What kind of gems are you using in your armor, you said?
Sapphires. For it gives me damage reduction while fortified. And then I'm going emeralds in my weapons for higher critical strike damage, and then skulls on the rings and my amulet to give me armor. That's what I saw on the barbarian build. It might be different for necromancer though, so not 100% sure.
No, okay, so no, everything like what they do is the same. Like what all they do is the same. Okay, so that's
or it changes up what it is like based on what it's in.
A lot, so that sapphires might work well for me too.
I've got
like rubies though. I like adding maximum life just because like I'm a sponge or like I'm glass cannon. So
now see, I'm with you on that. I definitely think the max life could be pretty good for me. But honestly, just now that challenging shout or whichever shout it was, they got a damage reduction nerf. I definitely need the extra damage while fortified. Now, if you want rubies, I can give you. I have quite a few of them, so I just picked up 2 chipped rubies, and I've got 2 crude rubies. But if you want them, so you can level up your, or you can, because you're level 40, so you can make normal ones. But if you've already got them all, it's all good. I can give you more if you want.
I'll just keep them because when I can tell, I'm not getting it. I'm trying to out of all the different ones, so I feel like having them right now will be useful to be able to craft more and more later on. Because I feel like they're not just gonna dump them on you. So like, as you finally start to build a stockpile, you'll be able to jump to that next tier of having like that better buff.
Come on, group around this so I can just permanently whirlwind. Yes, shamans, keep reviving your guys so I can keep whirlwinding. Oh, fucking hell. God damn, I didn't realize. I don't, again, see, that's another example of, like, I don't understand how I just got one shot there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden, I'm at fucking 0 health from full HP. When, like, I've got a health pot popped. And then I go back in here, and now I'm just absolutely annihilating the entire room. Like, what in the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I fucking.
Alright, Mick Ron Jones, I'm back. I fuck with this Hellblade that I just picked up.
Now see, this is a good armor piece. Gives me 7.5% fortified generation, 5% damage reduction from close enemies, and 6% from distant. Gives me an extra 31 armor, and see the problem is it doesn't have a socket, so like I could throw another like sapphire in there, but I would have to like pay to get it socketed though.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can. I finally found actually the item. I finally started to pick up the item that you get for it. Although it's a really rare, I've only got like 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth.
And the
I
one
mean,
time and then the one
it's
time I
probably
used it, I realized that I was about to put a what I was going to put on there. I already had as a buff, like it was something I already used on a codex. I had it from a codex.
Ooh.
So I was a little sicky, but I mean, you live, you learn. That's how you play the game.
Yeah.
See, a little bit of I've been a little less conservative just because I wanted to try things and see how it works. And now that I know, because you usually limit stuff up, which is fine. I just wanted to see how it works, and I've come out on top on a few things and not on others.
Dude, it's like that Vigo amulet. I kind of wish I would have done that quest a little bit later so that it was a little bit better. But I've literally not found a single amulet that's better. I've had it since fucking, what level did I get? Level 7, I think, or level okay, it says level 20, so maybe I did get it a little bit later than I thought, but so like I've had this helmet and it gives me 59 max life, 5.5% healing. Now the lightning damage or the lightning resistance is fucking minuscule, doesn't really matter. But then I found this new helmet, gives me more 84 extra armor. It gives 19 willpower, which the barbarian doesn't use any at all. But 10 maximum fury and 17 life on kill. So I don't know if I should go for that or not. Ooh, interesting.
Should be.
I'm really just trying to remember which cities have everything at it, because a lot of those waypoints don't have, like, they might have like a blacksmith, and then some of them just have nothing. So I'm trying to remember which ones do and don't have stuff.
Worth going to and looking more.
Yeah. Because like when you're on the overmap, it doesn't show you like all the little mini
If you
icons.
hover over the Waystone 5 places, it'll tell you what services it has.
Oh really? Oh shit! I literally have not been paying attention. Did not notice that at all. No surprises there for me, to be honest, though.
You like that? You live some, you learn some.
Let me see if there's anything worth getting rid of here.
You live, laugh, learn. Live, laugh, love. Something like that. Live, love, laugh. Laugh, love, live. Living.
Living, laughing, loving. So you said that. So like for instance, this rare item, it has a stat that gives me 2 ranks of whirlwind. Did you say that there's a way for me to take that off and put it on something else, or is it only the legendary aspects you can do that with?
Only the legendary aspect. Now you can respec one thing on any weapon. So whatever item that is, there's a chance that when you spin that random chance to like replace the item or replace the ability, you could get a thing for whirlwind. So like I don't know what.
So how would you do that? Where do you go to do that at?
The occultist.
So
You would change. It's basically a change. The last option at the top. In Diablo 3, it was only, like, you could only mess with one, and I believe it's the same in this, but you can change it as many times as you want. It just gets more expensive to change every time, which it gets rather expensive rather quick, so you realistically...
Fiend Rose, I don't have that. Because, see, it has 1 rank of upheaval. That would cost me a 30k to replace. So,
yeah, like, so, like, if you find a really good item, but that's got, like, just one ability that's, like, or, like, one stat on there that's just, like, that's just not useful, you can then, just replace that stat. And I think I figured out, if you find an item that you plan to put an aspect or something on, like, make it a legendary item, do that, enchant it before you make it a legendary
yeah,
because
because it'll be less expensive.
And then make it, not because it'll be less expensive, because you don't have to have the legendary item crafting material. So fuck the gold cost. You should be able to find a way to match the gold cost eventually. But the rare crafting materials are hard to come by.
Enchanted before making it a legendary. So what do you mean enchanted before? Oh, you mean like respec it?
Like put a codex of power on something. Respec one of the aspects first.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Then upgrade it. Because if it's a legendary, it'll take that, it'll take some veiled crystals and the legendary crafting material.
Yeah, that Fiend
Rose,
which is
item,
kind of
it'll
expensive.
just be some veiled crystals and money.
And I like money. See, this is what kind of sucks. These bone weave. They're like, it's a barbarian item, but then it has willpower on it. It's like, fuck, man.
It's just nice.
I know.
You get all kind of different crazy ones.
I don't even know if it's really worth upgrading armors, to be honest.
Sometimes you get something that's got like 3 entirely different things, and then sometimes you get like one that's got like all 3 things go together, and you're just like, this is the perfect item.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna upgrade my sword to max. And how many veiled crystals did I have? Let's see. Oh damn! I need something that's maxed. Oh well, let's just take everything. And I'll just break it all down. 7 veiled crystals. I wish I could see how much materials I had though.
You can when you go to your click C, and then it's right next to your to the left of your head.
Resources. I see stats and
material.
Oh, okay.
Stats.
I had to press in left stick to do that. O balls. I have 400. I need to go buy some weapons. Oh, I don't know if you've been doing that at all. if you've been going to the Curiosities guy, but I would do that because your O balls max out at 500. So if you've been doing those little random world events, you've been wasting your time because you can't get any more O balls past 500.
Once it fills up, I always go spinning.
Yeah, that I didn't know about it until I got to an area and I was like, "Ooh, what are these O balls?" And I was like, "Ah, it's those fucking world events." The world events, that's what they are. Okay. Well, the crazy thing is, I have almost as much willpower as I have strength. So, you do need willpower. It increases resource regeneration.
Yes, it's not like Diablo 3. The stat, like all of your stats technically apply to you now. Like it's not like you're a sorcerer, so you only need intelligence. You're a barbarian, you only need strength. I thought that was kind of dumb in 3, but
I mean, it's kind of cool because then you can kind of like min-max for that one thing. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
well, yeah, but like yeah, if you're a barbarian, then you're only gonna pick an item that has strength buff on it. You're not gonna pick an intelligence buff. It literally doesn't do anything. Where like in this, you know, you might prefer one thing because of like the build you're going for, but all of your stats actually improve your character. Like they give you some kind of buff. How useful it is, you know, up to the build that you're going, but just having, you know, a stat there just to take up a line of code is a little annoying.
I've currently got 91 veiled crystals, so
Hell yeah.
I'm ready for fucking. I'm ready for my upgrading my shit endgame.
Well, now you can just start saving up a bunch of money because you can just start selling all your stuff now.
Yeah, I've got 105,000 now, but I'm gonna need way more since I've seen how much those fucking repair costs are.
Yeah, it's about to start getting real expensive here soon. Like yeah, like everything I'm doing is like 30k, 40k.
I mean, I have a bunch of fucking gems though. I'm saving all of my gems and shit for when I need to make normals. I have enough. Was it chipped? I have enough chipped emeralds to make a normal because I think it's gonna be 3 for each. Like takes 3 crude to make a chipped, 3 chipped to make normal, 3 normals to make a flawless. I imagine is probably how it'll go.
I think it will eventually get to be more than 3 though. If I had to take a guess.
I don't know because that's a lot of crude and chipped ones though. But it also depends on if you're getting normals just dropping randomly.
Yeah. Eventually you'll get to a high enough level like the what they're dropping will increase. Like you'll stop just finding chipped, or you eventually will get to a point you won't find any crude and you won't find any chipped. You'll only find normals, which makes those last like 4 or 5 of each one that you have really awkward because you can't really do anything with them. But they're not good to use, and so you just have to sell them. And they give you, at least in theory, they gave you like no money, so it's just like, well, this is just a waste. And I just like had my inventory sat in my stash, and I just have to sell them.
Apparently people really want a gem pouch, which I agree with. I don't know why there's an aspects pouch when you hardly fucking have any of them, at least at this point. And a gem pouch would be better.
What that's really meant for is to allow people to like continuously build up like a stockpile like later in the game of like legendary powers and stuff in case they want like, you know, you've been running the same guy for, you know, 20 hours, you know, use a different ability. So you've got some like aspects you can run a different kind of like build. I think that's kind of a nice thing.
I also don't know if you've been using them, but somebody mentioned to me last night. He said, "Hey, you should use those elixirs," and I have not been using those XP gaining elixirs. So if you go to the apothecary, the potions master, he can make some elixirs for you. Now they all give you 5% experience boost, but I just made whatever I could make the most of, and then because like it says increase dodge by 4% and experience by 5% for 30 minutes, and they all give and increase experience by 5% for 30 minutes. So I just chose like whatever I can make the most of, and then so I can get a little bit of XP boost to make the leveling quicker, which I probably should have been doing. But I literally I completely forgot about the apothecary. I mean, I'm almost level 40 now, and I only just got the level 20 and 30 upgrade for my potion. I was a little sick about.
I remember to go to him, but yeah, I didn't even think about the potions. You're right. I forget they give you XP.
Yeah, but he said that, and then I went and looked. I was like, oh, they all give you experience boost, and I said, fuck. Not like it's a lot, but that 5% will add up over time, though.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's all about small gains when you're talking about like a million XP.
Yeah. All right,
It
maxed out my
takes
2
me
crit damage.
254,000 to level up next.
Damn.
I'm only level 42.
I'm trying to look at where I can see that. Is it over here?
If you just hover, you're at the actual experience bar.
Well, good thing I have a mouse.
Well, okay, Poe.
Yeah.
You do have a mouse, you jackass.
Okay, it's gonna take me 179,000 to level up to 39. So, but I don't know how you would do that as a console player though. But I'm sure there's probably an option for it.
I think you can click the stick or something, and like it brings up like a cursor on the screen or something like that. I could have just spoken like out of my actual app. I'm almost certain there was something at some point on the console that I could do that. There was a way that I could see how to experience that.
See,
look at like my character stats.
Yeah, the problem with the tooltips is that the loading screens can be so quick. I don't even have time to read them.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. Fuck that. I can't. I try, and then I don't think it's again.
I'm just like, ah, fuck, well. These shaman are pissing me off. Stop reviving your fucking fallen enemy. I mean, your fallen comrades. You
Yes.
demons.
Oh my goodness. You get in a bad group of those, they're like 4 of them on the edge of your screen in different directions. They're just reviving everybody. You're like, oh dude, please leave me alone.
Where's the end boss in this area? Oh, he's over here.
Once I finish the campaign, I'm interested to see where they're going to take whatever DLC they add on to the game. Because they're definitely going to have at least one type of like expansion or add-on like to the story.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna bring level 150. It's gonna jump the cap to either 150 or 200. I don't know what they're gonna.
No, because there's Paragon levels. So like once you hit the max level, you start to earn Paragon levels, and it basically just gives you like small like incremental increases to your stats. At least that's how they did it in 3. So I'm assuming it's basically the same way because when you go to abilities at level 50, you unlock Paragon, which to me sounds exactly like the Paragon levels from 3.
No, it is. It is a further increase on your character.
So I doubt they'll ever actually increase like your base level. They'll just, like I said, I think they'll just add on like content, like an extra act to the campaign, or like a climax, or like another part of the story, or something like that. Be interested to see if they only release one or if they do multiple, because they only did one true like add-on to the story with 3, and that was just adding chapter 5 or act 5. Although I wasn't really around when 3 was big, so I could also be wrong. Can't say I'm really in the person. I'm just a guy talking on the internet.
See, that was that's what I've heard a lot of people will say. They're like, oh, it's just Diablo 3, but 11 years later, and I'm like, well, you know what? Good, because I heard a lot of good things about Diablo 3. So
as someone who enjoyed Diablo 3, I enjoy this because it's 1, familiar, but 2, different enough, and I enjoy the in-depth kind of like building system. It's just more. It's a lot of quality of life stuff, and a lot of the good things about Diablo 3 improved upon, which I think is what you need to have a better successor. Is it perfect? No. I've encountered a glitch earlier that was kind of funny looking. It was it was like nothing meaningful, but like one of those like health like cauldrons spawned in the model of the like thing I had to drop off one of those waystones, or like one of those like soul stones.
Yeah.
In, one of the dungeons, like they were like merged, like it was just in it, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? I tried to put the thing down at first, and it was like, your health is full already. No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I went to Kiavashot, and there was like 2 or 3 guards that were just spinning in place. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, anybody else seeing this? And the dude was like, he is just glitching out right now.
He's just having. He's on break right now, dog.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
It's like nothing to see here. Did the little Jedi wave.
So do I do it post? Do I go and buy that $25 worth of cosmetic?
I swear I've seen it. I've seen like, oh, another thing. For some reason, when another Kyavashad glitch, I went to Kyavashad and then all of a sudden, when I was at the blacksmith, there were like 2 or 3 people that looked like skeletons. Like not that. Not I thought it was that armor set, but no, they just looked like skeletons. And then they just ran off, and I was like, what in the fuck is going on right now?
There's a ghost who's haunting you. Spooky. Dude, I hate these escort random missions that pop up. They have to like help the person wander around in a triangle. I'm like, why? Who designed this? Escort missions suck. Why would we do this? Why do we do this? I just want to kill enemies. Just give me something fun to kill enemies, not escorting a child around the lost parents' graves.
Bro, I just half health this boss in here. I used the little shrine buff thingy, and then just like about half health that guy. I popped my Call of the Ancients using the little I don't even know what to call it. But like where like you attack and it gives you like makes your attack do a lot more damage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Wow, I absolutely just annihilated him. I don't even think I used a health potion on that. So I took one of those. I ran into the boss room, dove on him, auto attacked him till I had my Fury maxed. Popped my Call of the Ancients, popped all my my challenging shout and my war cry, and then fucking went ham. And by the time my ult was done, he was half health.
Oof.
I was like, there we go. Skip 2 phases of him. Facts. Now I got a Codex of Power. Let me see what they're actually called. The shrines, and it was an artillery shrine. So, yeah. Ah, you're right. It does tell you what's in each town. I am just like, what's the word? I am
a little slow, little behind.
No, I just like I just don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, not clueless, but like, it just like doesn't click in my head that like I've seen that a million times, and that each town had like something different underneath it. I've really only gone to like Kyavashad and then the other Ked Bardu, the Tri-Steeps town.
He takes me, and if there's a place close to where I've got to go for the plot.
Oh, I found out that's for me that's down on the D-pad. The one that auto will take you somewhere. You just press it and it just starts teleporting you somewhere. The closest waypoint. Yeah.
I think it takes you to the closest like big city too, because I don't think it'll take you to the smaller towns. Like directly. Obviously you can travel there. Also, I did learn this. If you take a portal, like if you're like in a dungeon or something, like you need to take your loot, and you teleport out, and you teleport to a place that you don't need to be or that doesn't have what you need, you can teleport from the thing in that town to another place.
Yeah, you can take the waypoint to another area.
And then your teleporter will still be there to the place you were out in the field before. Like it won't dissipate.
See,
like if you ran out of
time. I just wound up going back to the dungeon and then going to where I needed to go because I was like, I don't want to risk losing, having to come all the way back here and then running through this dungeon again.
No, but like but like if you're in a dungeon, you teleport out, and the city you go to doesn't have like the occultist, and you're trying to do something real quick, then you can then teleport from that place to a place that has one. Do your thing and then hop back in your like original like portal, and it'll take you back to where you were. It's only if you leave leave a town does your portal disappear. So as long as you just teleport between towns, it seems like you can like keep your like teleport thing.
See, like these silent core bottoms look really good. 2 sockets gives me 14 strength, regens 11 life while not damaged recently, plus 73 thorns. But it gives me a while injured. Your potions also grant 20% movement speed for 2 seconds. But the ghoul armor gives while injured, your potion also restores 10% resources. And 2 ranks of Warcry. Like honestly, this ghoul armor is probably the stats aren't as good as better stuff I'm getting now, but like it's just a combination of all the stats. Like I get 6 life regeneration while not damaged, 30% damage reduction while fortified, 2 ranks of Warcry, and while I'm injured, my potions restore resources. I'm just like I can't get better than that right now. I don't think. I would prefer an extra 5 life regeneration and the thorns and the strength, but the other, I guess I could respec that aspect, huh? I guess I could try doing that.
Yes, sir.
We'll go see how that works. Test that out. Maybe I can get a better one. Ah, I can't respec its passive.
Oh no! Oh, talking about the top thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I didn't like. So let's see. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna probably sell my stuff at this point. Start selling stuff, or try to go for like 100 crystals, because it would really depend on how much it really depends on how much it's going to cost to max out a legendary item. But yeah, I could use the gold. Well, I haven't even gotten to 4 and 5 yet. I'm at 100,000, so. You can't. Can you even break down your legendaries? Now you can. It looks like.
What do you mean, like at the smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You just have to do it manually.
Nah, it doesn't let me. Didn't let me do it.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't break down legendaries at the blacksmith. I even went to inventory and I just didn't see. There was no option.
You have to click on the. You have to actually like when you're in the blacksmith, you have to go over to the thing and like manually go over to your stuff and disassemble it.
Huh. It didn't let me do it earlier, but hey, alright. I'll take it.
There you go.
For the coiling word, I don't know if it was worth it, honestly, but I got a challenge for it, so it's nice. I wish the rewards for challenges were better.
You should have gotten that legendary crafting material.
Oh yeah, I did.
That's the important thing.
That's like the first legendary I found in so long, besides the like boots and the gloves that I got recently. Like literally, I've only found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendaries. That's it. And 2 of them I just got. And the other 2 were from quests and shit, so. And then I made one. Actually, I take that back. I think I have had another one. I made a legendary. So, actually, no, I take that back. Yeah, I did. I found more. But, like, nothing insanely good. I've got another ring in my bag, in my stash, and then I have that axe that I made. Oh, do I have any more slots? No, I don't have any more slots in anything, so. I'm really worried about spending money to try to put the Codex of Power on my weapon when I feel like I might get something better coming up. I don't
It's just
know.
the risk you're willing to take. It could be forever before you find like an actual just better weapon. You might find a bunch of other stuff that's better, but you might not find a better weapon for a while, and then the next time you go out, the first thing you drop is a better weapon. I mean,
Yeah, true.
it's just
That's
one of those.
literally what happened with my axe. Took forever to find something. How much is that going to cost me though? Holy fuck! I don't even. Oh my god! It's going to cost me rare crafting materials I don't have. Baleful fragments.
That's from a weapon. You break down a weapon with a baleful fragment.
And it's going to cost me
Armor
46.
gives you one thing, jewelry gives you one thing, and weapons give you another. And then there's like two
Ah.
other ones that are random that you pick up through the world, from what I can tell.
Well, rest in peace to my axe. Well, it's only going to give me one though, so I still need two, which is unfortunate. But well, R.I.P. to the axe. I'm about to break that shit down then. We'll take both those.
I will be right back.
Oh my god! It didn't even give me a material for it. Yeah, that's where they're gonna get me, honestly. Is on breaking those legendaries down, huh? Yeah. And he's back.
Absolutely fucking nobody.
And I'd like to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. That's right, I did nothing wrong. Fuck you all.
Bowl on the table, motherfucker. What table? There's
He
not a
puts the
bowl
bowl
on this table.
on the table.
What the fuck is it asking me to do? Excuse me?
So I've seen people who play Flonderese on Master Duel, and I swear to God, when they use Small World, they can add the small birds back that are banished. But I just don't think that's correct. I need to look up whether or not that's true.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Can't complete this task.
What task?
Just put this vial of quicksilver on the table. And, not a nary a table in this room is clickable.
Uh-oh.
We're at level 38 now. Oh, you're what, level 38 now?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm so sick of it.
Well, so I realized I had one copy of Small World, and I've seen that people play it in the Flandreese deck. Because really, with this deck, the problem that it has is you want to see like one or two of your cards, so you can have like a combo. Like you want to see the field spell plus one of the small birds. But I've been trying to find ways to use Small World, and I've seen that people were playing it on Master Duel, and actually the Master Duel deck is pretty good, honestly. It also runs a ton of hand traps, so like I've been running Crossout at 2, and I've been seeing Crossout quite a bit, which is nice. Because like if I use my Rubina and they go to Ash it, and I just like whoop, Crossout, and then Crossout at Ash Blossom Joy Springs, and then I can go on my merry way doing my combo and shit. But then Small World's like, oh, if I don't have that and something happens, I can Small World bridge into something else. The problem is it banishes stuff face down, but I swear on Master... I would have to test it, but I swear on Master Duel, when I watched the guy play, the cards he was banishing off Small World, he was able to add back to his hand. But I don't think that's correct, because if you banish them face down, they're essentially unknown. So you don't get effects off of them. But I could be wrong about that, so I had to go test that shit on like Master Duel or something. Or on YGO Pro.
Or on ChrisSimulator.com.
I just don't have more copies of Small World.
Small peeny, eeny, weeny. Probably because you don't deserve to have more copies of Small World. You're like the one guy that shouldn't have it.
They're not too expensive right now. I think they're like $7 a piece. They were cheaper than that. And that's when I picked one up as part of a trade. Let's see. Okay. So is this the last? Okay, chapter. See, it's weird. It'll say Act 3, and then be like 1 of 3 quests, and I'm like, and then it'll say another Act 3, part of 1 of 3 quests. I'm like, okay, well, you got me there. Oh, by the way, I broke down 2 legendary items, didn't get a single fucking thing from them.
What were they?
It was a ring and that axe I made. So.
Did they have Codex of Powers on them? Or did
No,
they have
it
legendary
was they were legendary aspects.
Interesting.
Lorath.
It's also like Veiled Crystals. Veiled Crystals, you don't always get one from a rare item, even if you break it down.
See, and that's how they're gonna fucking get me, dude. That's how they get you, bro, on the grind, man. Better grind them fucking nightmare dungeons, boy. They got them motherfucking goddamn legendary crafting materials. You better get fucking to it. So I'd start by activating Advent of Adventure, and I would chain to that Dimension Shifter. Ooh, see, this is where I've already fucked it up. Start by normal summon Rabina, and I'll chain Advent of Adventure, and I'll chain Dimension Shifter to Advent of Adventure, discarding that. Okay, so now attack. So now I'll be targeting Rabina. I'll chain Dimension Shifter to that, so I can do the combo properly. To do the combo proper, I would banish Rabina. Fate. Banish. Search a Fluandre's monster. But I also want Small World so I can get rid of Pot of Extravagance, so I don't have to run an extra deck. But actually, with Diablosa's being gone, you don't really need to run. You can go back to running an extra deck. So. I'm Cashier players, and I spent a shit ton of money on a deck, and now it's been completely gutted.
So every Yu-Gi-Oh! Or every meta deck that's ever been around ever.
Well, but then on the flip side, it's like if you want the meta deck that doesn't get hit on the ban list every time, you got to spend $800 on a fucking branded deck. Because I'm pretty sure some of those cards like Guiding Quim, the only printing is a $50 card. So, and I think they only run one, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh my god, not the fucking Butcher again, dude. Jesus.
Butcher, yes. Is he back?
Raghead, yes.
Oh yes, I fucking love Butcher, dude.
You, dude.
Yep.
He only fucking chases you.
I love Butcher. He's my favorite hero in Heroes of the Storm, honestly. Well, that's not true. Nazebo is, but.
God, bro, he is just unbearable.
Nazebo is my favorite Diablo character, but. Or he's the Witch Doctor, sorry. I don't know if he actually had a name in Diablo or not. Or if he was just called Witch Doctor, but.
That was a thing. That was like a classic Diablo 3. The Butcher, bro. Literally chases you in a fucking circle. Like almost as fast as you. Like, oh. He does a fuck ton of damage.
Yep. That's all he does is damage.
Oh, but I died to him because he didn't respawn. I'll take it. I think he's like an ultra rare encounter, but he's just like a rare encounter. Because I also fought him earlier just in a random dungeon, like in a random part of the dungeon, like middle of the dungeon. All of a sudden, the Butcher just comes running at me, and I'm like, hello? That was when I was on World Tier 1. I was able to beat him, but it was a 10-minute struggle.
Have you run into any treasure goblins yet?
Oh yeah.
Apparently they
It's been a minute. Bro.
Yeah. Apparently they spawn in the PvP worlds pretty often, which is probably why people were talking about rushing to be able to get to the PvP zones so much before the game came out.
I just hope the level that doesn't exist is still around.
The what?
The level that doesn't exist.
What level is that?
The one that's not in Diablo. The one 100% never been in a Diablo game. The cow level. You know, it's never been a thing. I just hope that that's not in this game. Oh, go look up the cow level.
I don't know if I want to do that.
No, I promise. No, there's no rule. I'm not breaking Rule 34 here. We're just telling you facts on that. I'm giving you a meme. Oh, giving you a meme.
Memes. I don't deal in memes.
You're in dreams. Bruh. Yeah, this was not here before. I'm sick that I have to do that all over again.
I will also say, I actually didn't have a lot of the materials to make those potions, but I realized you could go in and break down certain materials to make other stuff. So. Yeah, we're going to Diablo Shrine. Let's go. Literally my favorite tank in Here's the Storm, so. I also need to go pee. Ooh, into Mephisto's Shrine, okay. Patriot. I can handle it. I can handle it. Dull Mephistos.
back. But as you know, I am a debilitatingly bad fat ass when it comes to sweets. So now that I have these apple pie rolls next to me, I'm gonna be very tempted to just gobble them up like a goblin.
You're probably the reason there's bugs flying around here. Probably fleas, if I had to guess.
That is gonna send my ass straight to sleep.
Probably fleas from you.
So I also have to work tomorrow. But, Mr. Mosif Pelosif, I'm off Tuesday, so I'm down to play some more tomorrow. But until then, I hope you do have a wonderful evening.
Coming over. Now you want your spot. You gotta hop up there. Come on. Get on there, Hey, stay out of my shed. Did I put my headphones? Oh, they're over there.
So how are your apple fritters? He has not back yet. Sloppy Joe plus honey mustard actually is a fantastic combo.
The power of the primes. Death to primes. Just kidding.
Just kidding, but I was gonna say it would be interesting to see what people do, like if they try to speedrun the game, but because it's in like an always online game, and they'll be doing like updates to it, I feel like stuff that's broken is just gonna get patched out. So.
Come here. Hey, come on. There you go. There you go. How about that, huh? How about that? There you go. Does that work for you? Alright, let's get that crud out of your eyes, huh?
Ah, the perfect French fry for you. Here you go.
What do you think? What do you think? Do you like it? Hmm? Cool. Come on, it's for you. Yeah, it's yours.
See, look.
You see this? You try. Come on. You have to eat it. You can't just lick it. There you go. Yeah, you had it. You had it. Go on. You have to bite it and then pull it. There you go. There you go. Chew it. What'd you think? Huh? What'd you think? Did you like it, huh? Yeah?
She did. I think she liked it. Will John McCree ever return? Laura doesn't know. Was I? Wow. I was really lucky that they decided to make a Diablo 4, huh? They're all gone, baby girl. That was just a snack. Yeah. Come on. She's gonna try chewing my fingers now because they smell of French fries. Man, probably shouldn't be licking my fingers when I go. Come here. See, it's all gone. Now come here. Unless you want to sit up there, you're more than welcome to if you want. It's all gone. Come on. Hey, nah. Oh. Damn, he just savaged me. What took you so long? What? Into the fire, he picks up Mount Doom.
What you doing back there, huh? You chilling?
She's eating something. She must have found something to eat. She's just hungry like all the time. It's so crazy, honestly. Well, actually, unless John got off. Ah, he did. Temple of the Primes. Blood of the Primes will be spilt. Hello? It's just a me. John was in here, but I guess he got off. I guess so. He was making some kind of like dessert thing, some kind of like apple pie things.
Is it weird? He always makes some food or some shit.
I was just surprised. He was like, "I'm making these apple pie things." I'm like, "What?"
They go, hey, dumbass weird boy.
That's wild. Hey, they're probably busting though. I'll eat me some fucking apple pie fritter things.
I had to
Okay.
look up Godville for Mulan because I used Mulan last night and she was absolutely broken.
She was pretty good. Yeah, she was one of the gods that that game John kept getting disconnected from. That they were fucking us up, and she was one of
Yeah.
them.
She is insane, dude. She has like a whip that she can pull people toward. I mean, she can pull people toward her, and like it stuns you briefly. But she also has like devastating close range like ability. So it's like once you get pulled by that, you're basically like,
One shot.
yeah, it's like you're pretty much not getting that out of that. So really hate that. Smite, which I don't know if you had two monitors, but Smite's one of those games that will not let you like have the game played, but also use your second monitor at the same time. It's really annoying.
You should be able to do windowed full screen mode, I think, and that would fix that.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just didn't have to actually do that.
I almost just died wild and crazy.
I guess I could do that. Is there a keyboard shortcut for that? Is it Alt Enter?
Oh, I have no idea. I usually just go into
Yes.
settings.
I'm insane.
Nice.
I did it. The game almost looks better like this too.
I've noticed on some games they do run better in windowed full screen mode, which is odd. But then I'm like, all right. And then other games they run better like full screen. I'm just like, oh, okay. I wish game companies could make up their mind.
You know what I hate? Games.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
And by hating gays, of course, what I mean is I
You're like, I'm gay for pussy.
No, I am absolutely gay for penis. I am trying to fucking gobble some cock. The maximum threat for Mulan is Shaq. Chalk. Oh no. Someone that barely anyone plays as.
He's pretty fun, but yeah, I'm not gonna say he's bad in arena. It depends. It really depends on the person playing him. I've seen some really good chalk players in arena, but I don't know, every time I've played him, he just feels like absolute doo doo.
Absolute just hogwash.
It's the maniac.
Absolute hogwash.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give Diablo 4 0 out of 10.
You don't like it?
Nah, nah, it's okay. I think it's decent. I can see myself playing, like, putting in a shit ton of hours, but I'll be honest, the story just really hasn't, like, sucked me in, you know? I'm waiting to fight Lilith's tits. I mean Lilith.
Story hasn't stuck to you in.
Yeah. Yep. Story hasn't blown my cock off of my body yet, you know?
But understood.
It just
Hear you loud and clear, brother.
kind of feels like Elden Ring 2,
Elden Ring 2.
where, like, I played Elden Ring because I liked the Dark Souls aspect of it, but the story, I couldn't have given two shits about.
Oh, yeah, for the record, I never paid attention to the like, the lore of Dark Souls. I'm not like, I don't really know that much about it, for being honest, even though it's like one of my favorite franchises, like, ever.
I just loved the
There's
gameplay
more
of it.
about the lore, but I'm not much about that. But I was like, the game itself is, like, outstanding.
I don't really like care about lore when it comes to like like I like certain characters in the game, or I like the lore of like how does like all the games connect to each other, and I mean, they must in some way. I care more about that kind of stuff. Like, oh, 3 is just the finale of one technically, I guess.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just because the story hasn't. From what John told me, it starts getting better in Act 4 and 5's. Probably where all the good shit happens. I just enjoy a good dungeon crawler, which is really what this is. I also don't know about endgame content, like what kind of endgame content there is. Now that looks fucking cool, whatever that is down there.
Figured it out in time. Kind of one.
Really, I would love a Lord of the Rings game that's like Diablo, with like Lord of the Rings lore. Now that I do care about. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah? Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe that if the Lord of the Rings could have just been solved by one person just not being selfish and just throwing a fucking ring into some lava? Crazy how many lives could have been spared.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
And the blood of the willing, or the blood of the willing, taken willingly. Now this is pretty badass. What's going on here? I'm finding another barbarian. It looks like. Oh, see, that's not fair. He gets to dual wield his weapons, and they look badass. Oh fuck! I did not mean to walk into that. Whew, that was a close one. What the fuck did I get from that fight? Another lame ass axe. I figured it'd be Kyrgyzstan. It's like the one place I really haven't been to yet, besides accidentally going into the PvP zone.
Hello. It's your belly, huh? You are full up.
I hate myself.
Holy fuck! That's all the way goddamn down there.
Holy moly.
Holy fucking balls! That's a long way down there.
This playing as the anime girls.
Oh man. That's even worse. It's a VTuber.
80. War is horrible. The fuck up, long, dumbass, cock, faggot, bitch.
War is horrible, except for when I decide I want to go to war.
Oh, this is why.
ally has been slain.
Hey, what about the old man? Respect! Eat my fucking ass and call me a bitch. I am most grateful. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my lord. This bitch is hacking.
Get it? I hope so. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? See, now you got yourself all jacked up down there.
Backed up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah. My cat's being a fucking weirdo.
What you doing, huh?
He's just licking my feet. I wouldn't even lick my feet. That's gross. I know where those feet have been.
Fuck, Bo. Oh, you are a stinky boy. You know that?
Yep. My cat's just like over there looking at my feet, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
Like, I promise you, do not let me do that. That is, like, probably the last thing.
I mean, cats also lick their own assholes, so I guess I can't, you know. That's probably not the worst thing that she's put her fucking mouth on. Ow. She bit my foot. I'm like, you better watch out. You're gonna get kicked in the face, and you're not gonna like that.
Better watch out. Better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Lois Coder's gonna kick you in the face. Silly.
You know what? This looks like the entrance to the direct end back here, if I had to hazard a guess.
You got bitch.
See, finally someone that remembers Deckard Cain. I bet Tice is gone by the time we get back. We have to. Yeah, level 39, let's go, baby. Level 39, go. Level 39. Level 39. Level 39. Level 39. Level 39. Hit him with the shutdown.
Yeah, I killed Bologna on her ass.
I like Bologna, but she's definitely not that great. I'll be honest.
It's the issue that she is so tanky, dude. She's fucking against so much health.
Yeah.
The fuck? Dude, where is our... Do we not have like a guardian or anything?
That could definitely be the case. That's why I like playing Bacchus, because I think he's very fun. He's he can do damage. You can build him DPS if you want, but he's also Guardian, so that helps out a lot.
Let's try a Discord call with him now.
I was supposed to also
So
get this.
loud.
It was so loud I could hear it. I don't even know who's
It's
trying to.
Chris.
Oh, well,
Why, dude? He's literally in the house.
Maybe he wants you to come to their Discord or something. I don't know. Oh, he called all of us. I guess.
Oh shit.
He's in the other Discord. Actually, I literally can't add him to this Discord if I wanted to because I don't have that power. Ah, so that's where I was supposed to have put spent points into. Guess I could grab something else and.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh,
I wonder where the heck I'm supposed to go then. Man, I feel like I should have had my mount by this point. You're fighting a Terra. Yeah, she's pretty tough.
Mira, whatever.
Yeah, it's like smashes the ground a bunch.
But I, so my team, I was oh shit. You bitch. I hate Bologna. He fucking like so to me.
Rally here!
Packed.
She's I like playing her just because I have the RuneScape skin, but that's mostly about it. But I also liked playing her before that. She's pretty fun in arena. I go like full assassin build on her, which is probably not the best build. It's probably better to go like a bruiser build, but
No way. Okay.
I think the guy who's the voice of Meschief is the voice of Junkrat.
My think he's the voice of Junkrat, baby girl.
Yeah, I didn't realize Chris was out of town on vacation or whatnot. I asked him if Alex had given him the cards, but he wasn't there on Thursday, so I guess he was out of town or something. So I did not know this. Which, to be fair, I guess I could have gone up there on Thursday at like 6 o'clock and picked up the cards from Alex, but it's not a big deal, honestly. It's just I'm just putting Flandrees back together, and there's a new card that just came out that people are putting in there. I mean, the nice thing, it's honestly still the exact same deck that I played when I played it last, except for the Wind Barrier statue got banned. But that's what I was telling John. I said the nice thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is I've got two rogue, like top tier rogue decks that probably won't ever be hit on the ban list. So I'm never gonna go win a YCS with them, but I can always like have fun and do well against meta stuff with it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was glad I got rid of all that sprite shit when I did, because I sold it for like probably more than what I paid for it. I maybe lost money on the sprite blues, but that's about it.
It's more than fair.
But I at least got back what I paid for it, so that's what. And I've made money on other stuff for sure, like the heroes, all the hero stuff. Man, I sold that at the peak time because everything that was worth money from the heroes got reprinted within like half a year and made everything worthless.
Stay tight.
Like all the Vision heroes were like went up to like $24, $25, and then they all got reprinted. Worthless. But I sold them when they were $24, $25. We sold them when they went up. Alright, come on. No. We're getting up. I'm gonna take you out of the room. Let me finish Act 3 and then you can chill, baby girl. Yeah. It's okay. She just wants to hang out with me, but she's so big. She's so big now, like she can't like fit on my lap anymore in my chair with me also in the chair. Yeah, you got so big. I remember when you was just a little tot and you could fit like in the palm of my hand. Yeah, you were such a tiny little kitty. Now you're so big. You're such a big girl now. Alright, come on. No, for real though. Come on. No. You're gonna yank my headset off and now you're gonna piss me off. Yeah, you can hear me getting mad. I can tell.
Need a rat.
Come on. Come on. I know, baby girl. You don't wanna leave. Come on. So who's been your favorite god so far that you've
I haven't heard yet. I play with a lot of different ones. I'm trying just different ones each time sometimes.
I feel that. It's also kind of difficult when you have every single god and you're just like, fuck,
Yeah,
like
that's
who's
what I'm doing. I'm like, who should I know what types I don't really like to play as kind of thing. I'm not like I like to do some damage. Like I know I don't like to play as Guardians that much, but I know I need a gig of one, which I know how to play as the fucking one of them at least.
Hades used to be a guardian, but then they turned him into a mage now.
He's pretty good though. I like him.
Bacchus is fun. That's the dude I play, the drunkard.
I know him.
He's pretty straightforward though. I'm trying to think of Honestly, though, a lot of the Guardians do kind of suck in arena, but
Yeah,
Geb is good, but he's just super generic.
yeah.
Geb. I am Geb.
Get out there. Oh shit. Get out there and help my teammates or I can. Why are my abilities casting like immediately as I press the button and not like?
Oh, do you mean like you have to press it and then let it go, or you press it and then trigger? Use the trigger to use it. Oh, you're playing mouse and keyboard, right? Okay. I play it with controller, so it could be the quick cast option. So there's like a quick cast, and then there's a quick cast that has like the silhouette of like where it's gonna land and shit like that. And
It says
you can
just have
change it.
normal casting on.
Oh.
It's really strange. I've never seen it do this.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I think honestly, there's not really like a class that I dislike on Smite, but there's definitely certain heroes that are certain gods I just don't like playing at all. Like I think there's probably somebody from every class that I enjoy playing. Yeah, I was telling John that I was doing a bunch of grinding on here to get some different like abilities that I can put on my weapons, only to realize I needed these legendary crafting materials that you can only get from breaking down legendary items, but you're not guaranteed a material from them. So like, I told him, I was like, dude, the grind on this game is gonna be insane.
Right. Yeah, see that?
Quickly run to him. This crazy old man keeps calling this man Deckard. Motherfucker, he ain't Deckard Cain.
Come on, this man.
This man is Deckard Cain. I wonder so I wonder what that is up there. Actually, I'm gonna go figure it out. Let's go see. Hey yo. Oh, it's just for some wars. That's it. It's Brandino. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, it really depends on what it is. I mean, there's secret rares that are worth nothing, and then there's supers and ultras that are worth a lot. It really depends on what card it is, honestly.
Altogether, it's 377 cards.
I mean, definitely the best person to ask would be Alex, because that dude has like fucking every.
Gonna look at
Oh, nice! You guys doing a little Yu-Gi-Oh thing tomorrow?
yeah, I'm just gonna try to sell off. There's some Doraemon cards that I wanna princess cards. There's some cards I'm gonna get some shiny cards.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, like I said, I don't really know what it'd be worth. It could be worth a lot. I mean, if it's like 300 something cards, it could be worth quite a bit. But
I don't think it is. It's mostly crystal beasts, it's a little bit of pyramid, but it's like mostly commons.
I mean, probably all together, if you sold it individually, you'd probably have a decent amount. Like if you found like cards that are worth like 30 cents, but you had like a couple piles of them, like that, you could wind up with like $30 worth of common cards. So he buys commons in like bulk. So I guess it really depends on what it is that you've got. If it's Atlantis isn't too much. I think it was probably like $6-7. I thought I had a copy, but I might have sold it back. I might have sold it to him because he looked through all my Sprite stuff when I was getting rid of it.
Oh, you're good. I am going to get a Atlantis, but like, I'm just gonna get this money from the cards and see how much it is, and I need some little bit of fuck around money.
Yeah.
It would be like I'll just get a handful of cards to spice up my teams this game. Just three Ice Jade cards that Ice Jade, a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. Dude, I got a bunch of Sword Soul stuff from Chris and Juan, and I literally have no clue where it is. I've looked through all my cards, unless I'm just missing one of my tins somewhere or something. I have no clue what I did with it.
I just need that one water solution.
Chang Ying, I think.
Because that way, with that Ice Jade Synchro, basically like the way that a guy described it is like, if you're going first, you use Soul Scroll, and if you're going second, you use Ice Jade. That allows you to make
Yeah.
extra points.
Yeah, the Ice Jade Jimmer, or something like that, is pretty good. I pulled it out of, I think it's Photon Hybernova, is what it came in.
Start adding in more hand traps, kind of like, or not really hand traps, but like definitely imperms and shit like that.
Honestly, as far as like hand traps go, I think probably the best thing right now is not really hand traps, is board breakers, stuff like evenly matched, Dark Ruler No More, which I think they're pretty cheap right now because the evenly's got reprinted in the Trap Trick Structure deck, and they might have gone up a little bit in price, but they were like $4 or $5 a copy, which not too much. I really want a copy of Triple Tactics Thrust for my Flow and Deriz deck, but that's like a fucking $70 card, and Alex doesn't have it because everybody wants it. I really need evenly matched though. I wouldn't say really need it, but I wouldn't mind having it, so like I just don't ever have to get it again. I guess the good thing is that now a lot of the hand traps have common printing, so they're relatively cheap.
Yeah. Well, I got a decent amount of hand traps. I just need some more like Ash Blossoms and Ring Geki. Just like in general, good kind of like you said, board breaker. Know what you need, bruh? Is a change of heart.
Yeah.
It is unstoppable. I also like, I don't know. I'm kind of dead off of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I realize like, unless you do have like one of those most expensive decks, you're not gonna like realistically get to do anything you do. Because oh yeah, their one card is like carrying this whole, this whole board, and even if I stop it, they still have like, a whole fucking combo set up.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh is about it's a tournament about how much
Money you can spend.
game.
Now, I will say, like, I was talking about this earlier with John. It's like either you spend a ton of money to buy one of the meta decks, or you spend even more money than that and you buy branded, because branded seems to, like, never get hit on the ban list. But,
They continuously come out with support with it. That's why
Yeah.
everyone's buying that shot the wazoo.
and
Support.
two of the cards for sure are like $50 cards that have one printing. Like that Guiding Quim is like $50.
Probably more now since it came after it's come out. Maybe it's dropped, maybe it hasn't. I don't know, but I would imagine it's probably gotten up. And it pretty much never gets hit on the ban list. Or you spend like $1,000 and you buy like all the people that bought tier limits played it. I hope they took that shit to nationals because I just can't see myself spending that much money and on a deck and then never like if I spend $1,000, you bet your ass I'm gonna be going to fucking regionals and attempting to try to get an invite to
I'm
nationals.
thinking about what Konami can do to your deck too. Like, as in, like, what if you spend $1,000 on a meta deck and then half of your deck gets smacked on the ban list? Like, what are you gonna do? Sell your, like, you know what I mean? Fucking, like, you're not gonna, you make like no, they basically cancel out the deck that you spent
Yeah.
land on, but like building. Just
Well-
because Konami wants to, and then you're SOL and trying to sell your cards, but then no one wants
Yeah.
it anymore because they're shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was tier limits for sure. I mean, Castira probably see what they do is they come out with this like deck archetype, and then they're like, then they'll ban like one or two cards or something, or they'll get limited, and then people will figure out like other engines to put in. Like Sprite's gotten hit a bunch of times, and it's still a pretty good engine, but it's not as good as it was when it first came out, obviously. But I did get lucky, and I wound up selling all that shit when.
See, I like the Maritzas because, like, it's good enough to, like, actually win it. Like, if you, like,
Yeah, that's all you need is a deck that's like, if you can get a combo going, there's a good chance you can win. You don't want a deck that can. Chris has decks that like literally punish you every single time that you play. It's like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's why I started running Crossout.
Whether you go first or second or whatever, dude.
That's why I started running Crossout with like I don't bother running 3-up hand traps. I run like one of each hand trap. I've got an Ash Blossom, I've got Drollin Lock, I've got what else do I have? Effect Veiler, because those are like the ones that really hurt my deck. So, and I know if somebody's running them, I just hit them with and I draw a Crossout. I'm good to go on my combos at least, because I think you can only activate one Ash Blossom per turn. So.
And yeah, dude, it's just.
So like if I open Crossout and then one of my combo pieces, I just
I don't make enough money to be able to compete in some financial card game. Like, I just like the game enough to like buy like a cheap deck that's like $60 and just like play with that. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
see, that's what I like.
see I wound up selling all my
I don't
expensive
need to
shit.
Granted, I've spent a lot of money like in total, but like I've realized that like spending a lot of them, it's just not fun. I mean, like spending all that money.
I want to build something that I have fun playing, but then like the stuff I have fun playing just isn't good. So then I just don't have fun playing because I get my ass beat and I don't even get to do anything. So
Even if it is good, dude, you're not gonna want to play the same fucking deck like every single time. You know what I mean? You're gonna want some
Yeah.
variety. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? Drop another $1,000 on another? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I spent $1,000. I don't think I spent that much on Sprite. Now spending money on the Sprite Blues, I definitely you could have bought for the price of one Ultimate Rare. I could have bought 3 Sprite Blues, but
Like, Yu-Gi-Oh was so much more fun back in the day when we first started on playing together when you were playing Incantations. And I was
Oh,
playing
yeah.
It was just like Blue Eyes. None of us really had a good deck. That's what
facts. I probably had the most meta relevant. Actually, your deck probably was the most meta relevant. Honestly, you were running XZs. Yeah.
Yeah, they are X's, yeah. I think it's because X's came out like way after Dark Lords did, so like they were nothing like great at the first, and then X's came and gave them like a decent extra deck.
Yeah. I think I have most of that. Have most of that ritual deck still. I just got it mostly in my Necron
You run like
deck or Necros deck. Sorry.
you run like Dark Lords, and then your extra deck is like the fusion monster. Obviously, the first Dark Lord is pretty good, and then you got like the super Red Knight Crane or whatever, since those are high level ones, and you can fuck. shit
Oh
up.
yeah, the tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. When I was talking to John, I was like, me building heroes was probably playing heroes was a mistake, because Chris was like, oh shit, heroes. I forgot about them, and then it was all downhill from there.
I put up $1,000 in that deck and like 2,000 on the SPM.
I wonder if he still has his hero deck. I don't know what he's done with that.
Probably stepped it on the reminder if he didn't use it. It may be put together. He just forgot to use it. I'm not into use that much. Like, I don't even play like Master Duel thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't play Master Duel at all. I don't like it because it's not the same meta. It's not the same cards as the TCG. Actually, I think my Necros deck is back here somewhere. Where is it?